Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever felt that the world around you is designed to test your patience? That people's words and actions seem to pull you down, making you feel frustrated and angry? I have been there too. But let me tell you something. There is a way to break free from this endless cycle of anger and frustration. We often believe that our happiness depends on how people treat us. We let their opinions, their judgments, and even their rude behavior control our emotions. But here's the truth. No one can make you angry or bothered unless you give them that power. There was a time when I used to feel deeply hurt by what people said about me. Their words felt like arrows piercing through my soul. But then I realized something. People will always talk. They will always have opinions. And if I choose to react every time, I am only giving them control over my peace. So how do we stop getting angry? How do we free ourselves from the grip of negativity? First, understand that you are not responsible for people's actions, but you are responsible for your reactions. When someone is rude to you, it says more about them than it does about you. Do not lower yourself to their level. Choose grace over rage. Second, remind yourself that no one's words can define you. People will judge, misunderstand, and criticize. But their words do not shape your reality. Only you do. The moment you stop seeking validation from others, you set yourself free. Third, forgive. Not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. Let go, choose peace over resentment. Fourth, surround yourself with people who uplift you. The energy you allow into your life determines your emotional state. Spend time with those who inspire and support you. Choose positivity over toxicity. And finally, practice gratitude. When you focus on what you have rather than what's missing, you will see the beauty in life. Gratitude replaces anger with appreciation. So the next time someone tries to steal your peace, smile and walk away. Because nothing is more powerful than a person who refuses to be shaken by negativity. The world needs more kindness, and it starts with us. It starts with you. Your reaction is your responsibility. It is one of the most powerful truths that can set you free from unnecessary pain, frustration, and disappointment. Yet, most of us go through life believing that our emotions are dictated by what others do or say. We feel happy when people are kind to us and hurt when they are not. We get frustrated when things don't go our way and angry when someone disrespects us. But in reality, our emotions are not controlled by the world outside. They are shaped by the choices we make inside. Imagine walking into a room where someone insults you. Your first instinct may be to get defensive, to argue back, to prove them wrong. You may feel anger rising inside, heart pounding, hands shaking. In that moment, you might believe that their words caused your reaction. But the truth is, their words were just words. It was your interpretation, your decision to take offense, and your choice to react with anger that created the emotional storm within you. When you realize this, everything changes. You begin to understand that no one has the power to control your emotions unless you give it to them. You may not be able to control how people treat you, but you can always control how you respond. This is where true strength lies, not in forcing the world to be kind, but in training yourself to remain unshaken in the face of negativity. It is easy to blame others for how we feel. When someone hurts us, we say, "They made me feel this way." But no one can make you feel anything without your permission. If someone gives you a gift and you choose not to accept it, the gift remains with them. The same applies to negativity. If someone throws anger, insults, or criticism your way, and you refuse to accept it, it does not become yours. It stays with them. The moment you stop reacting to every little thing that disturbs your peace, you reclaim your power. This doesn't mean you ignore injustice or allow people to walk all over you. It simply means that you don't let their negativity dictate your inner peace. Respond with wisdom instead of reacting with anger. If someone disrespects you, you don't have to mirror their behavior. Instead, you can set boundaries with calm confidence. You can choose to walk away, to stay silent, or to respond with kindness. None of these reactions make you weak. In fact, they show your incredible strength. Think about the times you reacted out of anger. Did it solve the problem? Did it make you feel better? Most of the time, anger only fuels more negativity. It makes you feel drained, guilty, and sometimes even regretful. But when you take a deep breath, pause, and choose to respond with grace, you feel in control. You no longer allow someone else's behavior to dictate your mood. The world will always test you. People will say things that hurt, situations will arise that frustrate you, and life will not always go according to plan. But through it all, you have a choice. To react in a way that adds fuel to the fire, to respond in a way that protects your peace. When you take responsibility for your reactions, you take responsibility for your life. No one can steal your joy unless you hand it over to them. So the next time you feel yourself getting angry or upset, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Do I really want to give this situation the power to control me? And then choose to respond with the strength and wisdom that already exists within you. Because your reaction is and will always be your responsibility. Words cannot define you. Yet so many of us go through life carrying the weight of other people's opinions. We allow their words, spoken in moments of anger, judgment, or misunderstanding, to shape the way we see ourselves. A single negative comment can linger in the mind for days, weeks, or even years, becoming a silent voice that whispers doubt, insecurity, and fear. But the truth is, no one's words have the power to define you unless you give them that power. From a young age, we are conditioned to seek approval. We grow up believing that our worth is tied to what people say about us. If someone calls us intelligent, we feel smart. If they call us beautiful, we feel confident. If they call us a failure, we begin to question our abilities. But what happens when people's opinions change? What happens when the same people who once praised you now criticize you? Does your worth change too? It doesn't. Because real value is not something that fluctuates with people's words. It is something that exists within you, unshaken and untouchable. Think about a diamond. No matter how much dirt covers it, no matter how many people walk past it without noticing, it remains a diamond. Its worth does not decrease because someone fails to recognize it. The same applies to you. You are not defined by what others see in you. You are defined by what you know to be true about yourself. People will always have opinions. They will judge, assume, and sometimes even say things that are completely untrue. But their words are a reflection of them, not you. A person who is unhappy with themselves will often project that unhappiness onto others. A person who is insecure may try to tear others down to feel better about themselves. None of this has anything to do with your actual worth. It is simply a reflection of their own inner world. When you realize this, you stop taking everything personally. You understand that just because someone says something about you does not make it a fact. There will be moments in life when people misunderstand you. They may label you based on a single mistake, a past failure, or a version of you that no longer exists. But you do not have to carry those labels. You do not have to let their limited perspective define the limitless potential within you. The only person who truly knows who you are is you. And the only words that matter are the ones you choose to believe about yourself. Imagine how different life would be if you no longer allowed negative words to control your emotions. Imagine waking up every day with the confidence that no matter what anyone says, you remain strong, capable, and worthy. Imagine living without the fear of judgment, without the need for validation. That kind of freedom is possible the moment you stop seeking approval from others and start believing in yourself. The world will always talk. People will always have something to say. But at the end of the day, their words do not shape your destiny. You do. Your actions, your mindset, your self-belief, these are the things that define you. The greatest power you have is the ability to decide what you accept and what you let go of. So when someone speaks negatively about you, remind yourself that their words are just noise. They cannot touch the core of who you are. They cannot take away your talent, your kindness, your dreams. Only you have the power to decide who you are and what you become. And once you embrace that truth, no words, no matter how loud or cruel, can ever define you again. Forgiveness brings peace. It is one of the hardest things to do, yet it is the most freeing gift you can give yourself. When someone wrongs you, the pain can feel unbearable. It may consume your thoughts, replaying in your mind like a never-ending cycle. Anger builds up, resentment grows, and before you know it, the hurt begins to define you. But holding on to that pain does not change the past. It does not undo what happened. It only keeps you trapped in a prison of your own emotions, while the person who hurt you moves on, unaware of the battle you are fighting within yourself. Many people think that forgiveness is about the other person, that it means excusing their actions or letting them off the hook. But forgiveness is not about them. It is about you. It is about choosing to free yourself from the weight of anger, bitterness, and resentment that holds you back from true peace. When you refuse to forgive, you carry the burden of the past into your present, allowing it to control your emotions, your relationships, and your ability to find happiness. There is a misconception that forgiveness means forgetting, that if you forgive someone, you are saying that what they did was acceptable. But that is not true. Forgiveness does not mean condoning bad behavior. It does not mean allowing someone back into your life or trusting them again. It simply means that you are choosing to no longer let their actions have power over your peace. It is an internal decision to let go of the pain and move forward without bitterness in your heart. When you hold on to anger, it does not hurt the other person, it only hurts you. It is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to suffer. You relive the hurt over and over again, allowing it to consume your mind and affect your well-being. But the moment you decide to forgive, you take back your power. You take control of your own emotions instead of allowing someone else's actions to dictate your happiness. Forgiveness is not always easy. Some wounds run deep and healing takes time. But each time you choose to release the resentment, you are one step closer to peace. It is a process, a journey of learning to let go of what you cannot change and focusing on what you can, your own healing, your own growth, your own happiness. It does not mean you will never feel pain again, but it means that pain will no longer control your life. The most beautiful thing about forgiveness is that it sets you free. It allows you to move forward without carrying the burden of past hurts. It creates space in your heart for joy, love, and peace. It helps you break free from the chains of negativity and embrace a future that is not defined by past wounds. There may be times when forgiveness feels impossible, when the hurt feels too great to let go. But remind yourself that you are not forgiving for them. You are forgiving for yourself. You are choosing peace over pain, freedom over resentment. And in doing so, you are giving yourself the greatest gift of all. A life that is no longer weighed down by the past, but filled with the peace that comes from truly letting go. Surrounding yourself with positive people is one of the most powerful choices you can make for your personal growth, mental peace, and overall happiness. The people you spend time with shape your thoughts, influence your emotions, and either uplift you or drain you. When you are surrounded by negativity, it becomes difficult to see the good in life. But when you choose to be around people who inspire, support, and encourage you, your perspective shifts. You begin to see possibilities where you once saw limitations. You feel motivated instead of discouraged, hopeful instead of doubtful, and empowered instead of defeated. Energy is contagious. When you are in the presence of positive, kind, and motivated individuals, their energy rubs off on you. Their optimism encourages you to look at life through a different lens. They remind you of your strengths when you feel weak, and they push you forward when you feel like giving up. Positive people do not compete with you or bring you down. They celebrate your successes and stand by you in your struggles. They remind you of your worth, especially in moments when you forget it yourself. On the other hand, negative people drain your energy. They constantly complain, criticize, and bring a sense of heaviness into every conversation. They focus on problems instead of solutions and feed off drama and gossip. Being around such energy can leave you feeling exhausted, unmotivated, and emotionally drained. Over time, it can impact your confidence and make you question your abilities. If you consistently hear negativity, your mind starts to absorb it, and before you know it, you begin to see the world through the same negative perspective. Choosing to surround yourself with positive people does not mean cutting everyone out of your life who has struggles or hardships. It means being mindful of the energy you allow into your space. It means setting boundaries with those who constantly bring negativity into your life, while making an effort to nurture relationships with those who encourage and uplift you. It means choosing people who push you to grow, who remind you of your potential, and who challenge you to be better without tearing you down. Sometimes, the most toxic people can be those closest to us, friends, colleagues, or even family members. While it is not always possible to completely remove them from your life, you can control how much space you give them in your mind and heart. You do not have to engage in negative conversations or absorb their toxic energy. You can choose to distance yourself emotionally, redirect conversations, or simply limit your time around them. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is necessary for your well-being. Surrounding yourself with positive people also means being a positive person yourself. The kind of energy you put out into the world is the kind of energy you attract. When you focus on kindness, gratitude, and encouragement, you naturally draw like-minded individuals into your life. People who uplift others are drawn to those who do the same. By being the kind of person who spreads positivity, you create an environment where others feel safe, valued, and inspired. Life is too short to spend it around those who drain your energy and hold you back from becoming the best version of yourself. The people you choose to surround yourself with have a direct impact on your happiness, success, and mindset. Choose wisely. Choose those who bring light into your life, who celebrate your victories, and who remind you of your strength, even in difficult times. Because when you surround yourself with positive people, you set yourself up for a life filled with growth, joy, and endless possibilities. Gratitude over frustration is a choice that transforms the way you experience life. Every day presents countless opportunities to either focus on what is wrong or appreciate what is right. It is easy to become frustrated when things do not go as planned, when people disappoint you, or when life throws unexpected challenges your way. Frustration is a natural reaction, but it does not have to control you. When you shift your focus from frustration to gratitude, you begin to see life through a different lens, one that allows you to find peace even in difficult situations. Frustration stems from expectations. When reality does not align with what we hoped for, we feel disappointed, irritated, or even angry. A delayed flight, a missed opportunity, a misunderstanding. These moments can trigger negative emotions, and when gratitude becomes your default response, you realize that no situation, no setback, and no disappointment has the power to take away your inner peace. In the end, life is not about the challenges you face, but about how you choose to respond to them. Whether it is learning to control your reactions, refusing to let words define you, embracing forgiveness, surrounding yourself with positive people, or choosing gratitude over frustration, the power is always in your hands. True peace does not come from controlling the outside world. It comes from mastering your inner world. When you stop allowing negativity to dictate your emotions, when you release the burdens of the past, and when you focus on what truly matters, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. Life will always test you, but you are stronger than every challenge. Choose peace, choose gratitude, and choose to live with a heart that is unshaken by the world around you.